Yes, hello. How are you all? So, my name is Yogesh, and we are doing standard 11th statistics. Okay, we are doing chapter number 5 currently, and in chapter number 5, we are doing the skewness and its coefficient. We have done so many sums in this particular method, skewness and its coefficient. Formula for skewness was mean minus mode, and formula for coefficient of skewness was mean minus mode upon standard deviation. We had seen this formula in all the particular frequencies, that is when only xi is given, raw data, when fixi is given, and when classes frequency are given. This one in every stage we had seen. Even last we had done in some in which inclusive frequency was given. Now there is another formula for skewness for the same thing. Sir, why another formula? Another formula is for some given set of questions. That means the next formula which I am teaching is obviously in the method of Karl Pearsons heading only, but it's not an alternate formula. It's not like you can use the one or you can use the other. It's like if in the question certain information is given, you can use the first. If certain information is given, then you have to use the second. I'm using the word you have to. Okay. See, there are some cases when, let me write it and explain you. There are certain cases when mode is not defined, or you can say mode is undefined. See, currently you have a mode in your formula in skewness. What is skewness? It's mean minus mode. Just go back to the mode. In some cases, mode was undefined. That means you are not able to find the mode with L plus Fm's formula. In that case, in the chapter of mode, we were using the empirical formula. That is to find mode, we were finding mean, median, and mode. That is 3m minus 2x bar. So the same cases will apply here also. If the given set of question is asked, you have to use the alternate, or you can say other formula, not alternate, other formula. Okay, but that particular formula should be used only in some cases. See, when mode is not defined, in which cases mode is not defined, you can say that when maximum frequency is in first or last class. When maximum frequency is in first or last class, mode is not defined. That means you cannot use the formula L plus Fm because Fm is maximum frequency. If you will keep that Fm in the very first class, then what will happen? You will not be having any F0 or F1. Got my point? है Just let me visualize it. Let me visualize you the whole thing. See, this is Fm 39. So you can keep F1 as 25 very easy. But just think the possibility that if this first 2 is Fm, then what you will put as F1? You cannot put, so simply you don't have to use this particular formula. So then what we'll use, I'll explain you further. So this is the very first case when mode is not defined, when maximum frequency is in first or last class. Then when maximum frequency is repeated, or you can say maximum frequency is more than one time. Maximum frequency is more than one time. See now here, what happened here? Hmm. Suppose this 8 is one time. Now this 8 is 2 or 3 times maybe. Then where you will put Fm? Okay, maybe here it is 8, here it is also 8. Then where you will be putting Fm? So there is bit confusion. So these are the cases when mode is not defined. Okay, when maximum frequency is repeated. Again, I'm telling you, it's only about the maximum frequency, not about any digit. If any smaller digit is repeated, we don't mind about it. Okay, so maximum frequency should not be repeated. Then when classes are unequal, or you can say the class length is not equal. Class length is not equal. Let me clarify you. Inclusive class are equal class lengths, but if there is difference in the class length, say for example, first class is of another, second class is of another length, then the mode is not defined. And whenever or wherever this mode is not defined, you are going to use the formula of skewness as. Now, what formula you are going to use for this skewness? What you are going to use for the skewness? Skewness is 3 into mean minus mode. What is skewness? Skewness is 3 into mean minus mode. Okay. So now, sorry, let me clarify it. Sorry. By mistake. I was telling that it's 3 into mean minus median. It's not mode actually. Because mode we will not find the mode because mode is not defined. Okay. So what we'll do? It's 3 into mean minus. Okay. So this is mean and this is median. This is mean and this is okay. So we will not find mode here. Okay, directly we will be finding mean, then median, and then we'll put this formula 3 into mean minus median. Then we had formula for skewness also. Sorry, coefficient of skewness also. Now what is coefficient of skewness? It's 3 into mean minus median upon standard deviation. Coefficient of skewness is denoted by J. Yes. So now maybe this particular formula is a bit difficult for you because you have to read the question. From question you have to judge that whether mode is defined or not defined. If mode is not defined, then you have to use the formula. So now there is an, you can say, two way in a question, whether to use the first one or whether to use the second one. Okay, this any one condition from this three should hit to use this particular formula, that is 3 into mean minus median. Okay, we had done illustration number 3 lastly. Okay, 3 lastly. Let us start with illustration number which illustration we need to start. Let us go in the sequence. Let us start with illustration number 4. See, as I told you, you have to see the class length. You have to see the class length. You have to keenly observe in some of the sums because they try to confuse you with the digits. Okay. Here, if you keenly observe it, then you can see and that there is a difference somewhere. See, 1 to 3 means gap of 2, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, 10 to 13 is not the same gap as you have seen in 7 to 9. If you will go for the same 7 to 9, then it should be 10 to 12. You got my point? See, 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9 are in sequence. Next should be 10 to 12, but it's 10 to 13. So this is not in the sequence. Again, it is 14 to 16, 17 to 19. So we can say that third condition is, uh, we can say the third condition is hit, that is class length are unequal. Now, if class length are unequal, then you will be not finding mode, you will be finding median, mean, and then you are going to do the formula. See, they have used this shortcut method. We are not going to use that shortcut method as We are not done this. We'll go with our routine method. Okay. Let us start with illustration number 4. So let us come with illustration number 4. Average monthly transportation cost is given. Average cost in thousands, you can say. Then what is given? Number of families is given. So it's 1 2 3 4 to 6, then 7 to 9, then 10 to 13, then 14 to 16, then 17 to 19. As I told you, the 10 to 13 is not in the sequence, so that particular class is not to be done. Okay, then 5, 40, 120, 20, 10, 5. So the total of the frequency is 5, 40, 120, 20, 10. So total is 200. Now we have to go in a sequence: mean, median. Okay, let us find mean. So to find mean, you have to find the xi. What you have to do? You have to find the xi. Now xi is the middle term, that is 1 and 3. If I want to find 1 and 3 mid value, then 1 plus 3 4, 4 by 2 2. 4 to 6 is 10 by 5, 8. 10 to 13, 10 plus 13, 23 by 2, that is 11.5. 14 to 16 is 15. Then 17 to 19 is 18. Okay. So this is my x. Let us find fixi. 2 into 5, 10. Then 200. 120 into 8, that is 960. 20 into 11.5, 230. Then 10 into 15, 150. And 18 into 5, 90. So 10, 200, 960, 230, 150, and 10. So it's 1560. Now to find mean, x bar is fixi upon n. X bar is fixi upon n. Now what is fixi? Is 1560 upon n is 200. So this is 1560 upon 200. That is 7.8. Let us check this mean. We got 8.2. So there is some. The answer is actually 8.2. So there is some mistake in calculation. Some. Okay. So where it is the difference, you can see x is same 258, 11.5, 15, 18. There is some particular thing in maybe in multiplication. 5 to 10, 40 into 5, 200, 120 into 8, 960, 20 into 11.5, 10 into 15, and 18 into 5. Let us do the total once again. Total is 1640. We had made some mistake totaling. Now if you keep 1640 here, this is 8 point median. Now to find median, first of all I had to classify in which class it will be there. So its value of n by tooth observation. Now what is n? Its value of n is actually 200. So its value of 200 by tooth observation. Okay, its value of 200 by tooth observation. So m is value of 100th. Okay, so to find this 100 observation, you had to calculate the CFI. Let us calculate the CFI. It's 545, 165, 185, 195. So your 100 belongs to this class. Your 100 belongs to this class. So here my frequency will be this. My cumulative frequency will be this. My lower boundary will be. Okay, let us decide the lower boundary here. So let us do what will be the situation. My lower boundary will be. Will it be 7? Yes or no? No. As these are inclusive class, you can see it should be 6.5. Should be 6. What is my frequency? It's obviously 120. What's my CFI? It's 45. You can see. Then your class length is 3. In inclusive class, I told you many times, you can see 7 plus 2, 9. It's actually 3. You have to see the class length by 6.5 to 9.5. Okay? You have to match with the exclusive frequencies. So my class length here is 3. My class length here is okay. Then what do you want? Done. Minus 200. Okay, so these are the things you require to solve the L. You have to require to solve the median. So now my class selected is 729. My formula for median is L plus n by 2 minus CFI upon FI. So median is 6.5 plus 200 by 2, that is 100, minus CFI upon FI into C. So my median is 6.5 plus 45 into 3 upon 120. So my median is 6.5 plus, what is 45 into 3 is 135. So this is 135 upon 120. So my median is 6.5 plus 135 upon 120, that is 1.12. So median is 6.5 plus 1.125, 7.6. 7.6. So 100 minus 45 is basically 55. 55 into 3. So 165, and 165 upon 120 is 1.375. Let us take it 1.38 plus 6.5 is 7.8. So 7.88 thousand rupees is my cost median. So what I got? I got mean, I got median. With the help of this, I can get the standard deviation. Standard deviation is equal to 3 into mean minus median. 3 into mean minus median. So it's 3 into. Now what was the mean? 8.2 minus median. 8.2 minus 7.88 is 0.30. 3 into 0.32. 0.96. So skewness is always in the form of x, so it is 0.96 thousand. 0.96 thousand rupees. So this was the skewness. Now, what was the question? Question was to find skewness and its coefficient. So to find coefficient, I have to find the standard deviation. So your question is like yes, obviously. So to find the standard deviation, I need to do the FI exercise square. Now to find FI square, you need to multiply FI into XI. We had gone through this matter many times. So my total is 1521. So my FI square is 20 plus 1000 plus 7680 plus 2645 plus 2250 plus 1620. So this is 1521. So my standard deviation will be, let us solve the formula. Standard deviation. My standard deviation will be xi square upon n minus x bar whole square. fx is square minus x bar. Okay, so what is sigma fx square? It's 15215 upon n 200 minus x bar is 8.2 square 15215 upon 200, that is 76.08 minus 8.2 into 8.2 67 since 8.84. So this is 2.97. Okay, 2.97 thousand rupees. Now I have to find the coefficient. So to find coefficient, it is 3 into minus median upon standard deviation. So see, 3 into mean minus median you had solved. So I can write directly 0.96 upon 2.97. So this is 0.96 upon 2.97, 0.30. So my coefficient is 0.32 and 0.32 is in positive. So you can see there is a positive. You can see there is a positive skewness in it. So what we had done today, we had done the sums where mode is not defined. So you have to observe the question and you have to judge that which formula to use, either first or second. Today we had started the second formula. We'll be doing some of the sums in the next lecture also. That's it for today. Thank you.